Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? This is your man Kumari, aka Reno Slow Motion, and I just got off the phone with my spiritual mentor after some years. It's probably been about, God, 5 years since I've talked to my spiritual mentor, and we lost contact. And I've been on a rock since I guess since my spiritual mentor. I mean, I've made a lot of videos, and a lot of y'all seen my little hip roll videos and everything, and a lot of y'all commented, but not as many comments as I used to get. You know, I don't know, maybe because they were drawn out, kind of boring, and it's okay. I can say it. I mean, you don't have to say it. I can say it. My videos have got drawn out, and they didn't. Some of them made sense, and some of them was drawn out and kind of boring, and like, okay, Kumari, what is the point? Okay, Reno, so much. Oh God, he's talking for 9 minutes. Oh God, what is this about? You know what I'm saying? And I understand. Actually, fuck that. Excuse my French. I overstand. I overstand what you're saying. I'm changing my words around. Overstand means I overstand. It's like I don't have to understand, meaning I'm not understanding what you mean, but I'm overstanding means I understand it with my third eye. That's what I'm going by right now. I'm gaining my spiritual self back, and I'm talking to my spiritual mentor. But this video is called Lost Soul. Or lost spirit. There it is. We're not even gonna call it soul. We're just gonna call it spirit. The video is called Lost Spirit, and the reason why I'm calling it Lost Spirit is because I realize you can lose your spiritual self if you don't realize that you can lose your spiritual self. You can let other people come into your life, and they can just be all cool and laid back and all in the worldly things, and you can go to the clubs and the bars and all that, okay? And then you can go home and take a shower and wash it off as you think you can. But the point is, you're really not washing it off. If you're not cleansing yourself from all their energy, then you're not really washing it off. I mean, people can really hold you down by the words that they say or how they affect you in any kind of form or fashion. And I realized that I became a lost soul. I mean, a lost spirit. Like, my spirit got lost really bad. I mean, it's like if you've never had an out of body experience, meaning that if you never had like you're there but you feel like you're not there, you want to have fun but you feel like you're not really in the fun moment, or want to be entertained by certain people, and they come around and they just change your vibe or your energy just a little bit with their whatever they got going on, and it can hinder you a little bit. Like, I've let a lot of people down here where I'm at, and if you don't know that this is like a little secluded little circle, I really wish I could show you how small it is. I mean, it's like it's a complete circle, and it's really small, and this town is very non-spiritual. I mean, as black people, you would think that you would want more. If you're thinking that white people are going to look down on you and treat you like crap, and they think you're not worth nothing, and they call you monkeys, they spit in your face, they lock you up, they treat you like crap, they don't want to give you this and give you that or whatever, you know. A lot of people say that white people are doing this and white people are doing that, but then we forget to look at the things that we did. And I realized that I've let a lot of people, me, my spirit side of me, get lost. And I'm now getting it back. I'm becoming the person that I used to be. I'm becoming the guy that I was like happy-go-lucky, you know. I'm smiling a little bit more because I'm feeling a little bit of me every single day that I'm talking to her. Because it's like I was this dreadlock guy, this dreadlock person who had dreadlocks, and I was collecting all this positive feedback and energy, and my aura was growing, and my third eye was growing, and I was seeing people for who they are, and I lost the sight of that. And I don't like losing sight of certain things. Don't let anyone affect you, meaning that if their energy is not in a positive aspect and you vibe them on a wrong, like, I guess say if their vibe is kind of cool, but it's not up to your expectations, meaning don't put them into your life because they're not living up to your expectations. Meaning, if you're a spiritual person, we connect with spiritual people, and we desire to connect with other people that make us spiritually grow. And if they're not helping you spiritually grow, no matter if it's God, I mean, whatever the belief is, God, Buddhism, whatever, um, then don't. Me, I am a spiritual person. I connect with a lot of Egyptian knowledge and a lot of people who can speak Arabic and who has knowledge of Arabic. And I've lost sight of that, and I didn't understand the certain things that I was doing and certain things I was letting myself get into. And I realize now that I didn't have to, but I got clouded. My judgment got a lot clouded, I would say. So my soul was my spiritual self was lost, and it's hard to get back to it. And if you get too disconnected from your spiritual self or the inner spirit of yourself, it takes a minute to get yourself back. I mean, if you get too distant from it, you're gonna need somebody to get you back. And I connected with somebody that helped me get my spiritual self back, and I'm a better person. Like, I feel better. I've been working out today. I mean, yeah, I might drink a beer and I might smoke some cigarettes, and I'm getting off of that. But I've changed my eating habits. I've changed the way I look at things now. If it's not a third eye clear, I'm looking at things with my third eye. And if you are not on my third eye radar, then I'm not going to mess with you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to consult you. I'm not going to put you into my circle, because it's nothing that I want to entertain myself with. And as the way this world is, it has a lot of drama that can pull you down and feed on you of all your positive energy that you have, and you will feel lost, and you will feel secluded, and you'll feel like you're being judged, and you will hate yourself, and you will dislike yourself, and you won't love yourself. And that, I guess, that's where a lot of my dysphoria came from, because I was not liking myself, and I felt like that I needed to change myself to be accepted by society, and I realizing that fuck that, excuse my French, but fuck that. I don't want to be accepted by society. I just need to be accepted by me. And if society doesn't like me, and the people that when I walk out my door and I go check my mailbox and they don't like the way I look or the way I talk and how I walk, and if I got feminine mannerisms, then you know what? Fuck that, because this is who I am, and I'm made this way for a reason. And you can either take it, or you can like it, or you can just ignore it, or you can just walk away and not be consulted with me, and that's fine, and I would take that. But I'm not going to allow people to tear my spirit down or tear me down and tell me that I have to be this way, or I need to be that way, or I need to dress this way, or I need to talk this way, or I need to be this aggressive, or I need to be this feminine, or and I realized that I let society take a hold of who I am and the way I am and the way I need to be and how I need to talk and how the way I need to dress and stuff like that, and as well as the people I surrounded myself with, and I'm realizing that I don't need to please anybody but myself. And that is, at the end of the day, I don't need to please anybody but myself. I don't care if I'm in a relationship. As long as I love me and I got me and my spirit loves me, that's all that matters. I'm not as aggressive as I used to be. I've changed that a little bit by myself, but I do got my radar up. I'm not as judgmental, and I will never be that, because I believe everybody has a reason for whatever they did or the way they are, and my purpose is the way I am is I'm unique, and I'm going to stay unique. So that means, as far as my transition, it is done. My transition is to be the spiritual self I am. I don't need to have I'm not going to say I don't need to have my facial hair, because I want my facial hair because I like to have my facial hair. But I'm just going to say that I don't need to get surgery to change anything about myself. If you can't respect the person that I am and the way I was born and how I'm born and the uniqueness that I am, then I don't give two fucks, It's just a done deal. And at the end of the day, I'm going to bed and I'm resting my head and I'm in peace. That's the way I feel about things right now. And I feel that way about friends that I've cut off and friends that I've made. You know, they're in my life for a reason, and if they're not, then I'm just gonna let them go. And me saying this, there's a lot of people on my Facebook that has a lot of drama and chaos and all that nickiness and whatever else that Facebook has. I'm going to delete it. So, if it's not benefiting me positive spiritually, mentally, and physically, then I'm going to let it go because it's not going to do anything but hold me back. And I need to grow mentally, but definitely spiritually. So, don't be a lost soul like I was, because I was. Don't let anybody hinder your spirit, because they will. Alright? Peace.